it's explosions. Oh, listen to this.
Someone's phone is in the way.
Ready? Oh.
Is it
Watch.
mine?
Yeah, try it. Like, watch. Put your phone right up on it. You hear the.
Oh yeah.
Why are you like this?
signals? RF signals.
All I ask for is clean audio.
Why is the audio not clean? Do you know, Taylor? Let's see if Taylor knows the reason the audio is not clean.
Is the audio not clean right now?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, I was
do
just
you know
making a
why?
joke.
This is audio
You
engineering.
just said RF signals.
Damn it, I gave myself away. Do you know why this cable makes noise?
It's not shielded.
It is actually a shielded cable, but is it shielded from RF?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
This is actually something I found out recently, is that RF shielding they actually make ends now that are RF shielded, specifically for like when there's like shit tons of mobile devices and they're running like snake cables and stuff. They have this RF shielding technology. And I was like, wow. My wife's like, you're such a geek. And
They're like, yeah.
what else is gonna pay the bills? Welcome to 20.
This stream is almost old enough to drink.
Man,
That's crazy.
what an old stream. The stream can live his life freely. It just gets savage back in here. Me and Nick, actually, before this, we came up with a brilliant business idea.
Yeah, we did.
I'm just saying.
Should we tell him or keep it to ourselves?
No, this is. Come on
good.
now. Do you see how many people play the patent game
True.
in
This is too
the
good.
one-wheel industry?
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
I don't think
Next
it's a
time.
good idea. I don't think it's a good idea at all. But starting off this episode, so last week I completely forgot because we had last week we had Nish on with Rewheel. Those guys are doing the Lord's work with the Rewheel. Let me tell you right now. So I showed you. I went in. I'm like,
my
hey,
God.
I'm riding my pint. But is it a pint?
Yeah, that was so trippy. It took me a second too because I didn't register at first, and then I see in the top corner it says XR. Wait, what?
So there's a beta version of the Pint software that they released, and it's mostly for people with a quart battery. But also there was just another patch that they released to spoof the FM app into thinking that it's an XR. So you can do your custom shaping on your Pint, and it just looks like an XR. Now the downside to this though is I can't look in the Future Motion app. I can't look at the battery cell voltages because it removes some information from the diagnostics because you're like spoofing it. But they released a beta patch that I've been testing out for. It basically mimics the OE chip.
Okay.
That you like install to like get an accurate battery reading with a quart battery in your Pint. And now it's just a software thing, and it gave me accurate battery readings all day today. Like
that's really wild, honestly.
it's an X Pint.
An X pint. I mean, it's crazy because like all this. Don't get me wrong. All the VESC improvements that are coming left and right is insane, but I don't think anyone really saw the Rewheel coming. That just it came out of nowhere, and then it just blew up. I mean, VESC kind of sat there for a little bit, and then once that one initial update came out, it started to pick up. Rewheel just kind of came out of nowhere and take off.
They're almost in the Discord. They're almost to 1,000 members.
That's great.
I think it just passed 800. And so, like, we're gonna try to bring some attention to it because it's so cool. Because I mean, it's hella easier than the VESC process.
Right.
Like, we've been through both now on video. One took me like 30 minutes tops, and that's mostly because I'm trying to make a video. Like, it's over the air. Like, it's literally like follow the instructions, and it's pretty much break proof.
Which I think is why it's a little bit more interesting to me than the like. VESC is great, but it's still very much, you have to know what you're doing to get into it. This, you don't necessarily. I mean, there's still things that you have to make sure you do right so you don't mess it up, but it's way more user-friendly.
Yeah. The second they release OTA updates with the GT, which is in the works, they've just like doubled their Discord. I'm just
Future Motion's going to be sweating. I mean, they're probably sweating right now, but they're going to have pools.
They're going to have absolute pools. But anyway, I say all that to say last week I totally forgot to mention the amazing people at Chameleon Rails. Have you ever heard of Chameleon Rails before?
They were at Float Life Fest last year. I got the pleasure to meet them.
Oh my goodness. These dudes are amazing. So in front of me, I have desk decorations now until we get our boards redone and we put some stuff on. But this sign right here, this pushback sign, that came straight from Chameleon Rails. They made it just for us. They're such a humble crew. Now, if you haven't like looked at things from them yet. I think they're working on their website. You can message them. But these chameleon rails are like they're like rail guards, but there's like, what, is this aluminum or sheet metal, steel, or something?
I think it's aluminum.
Whatever it is. I mean, we're talking like a solid rail for so like the rail guard protection to give yourself a nice little freshie. Like, these things are amazing.
Oh yeah,
and they can print whatever they want on them. Of course, they gave us a custom set of Pushback Army ones, which are sick. Gave us some Chameleon Rail OG ones. And they also sell some other really phenomenal products that they were able to get some stuff over to us. Check this out right here. This is their wheel stand. The colors pop. It's beautiful. Look at this amazing one-wheel stand. I personally have wanted a one-wheel stand for so long. I just never wanted to I never really liked a ton of them. I like this one.
Yeah, it fits every board, so you don't have to worry about it not fitting. Because there's a couple of the Future Motion ones that only fit the Pint and the XR. So if you want to get one for the GT, got to get a new one. But this fits all of them nicely. And what's cool is you can actually get them. I talked to them last year at Footlife Fest, and they will customize these too. So you can put your own, like they make the Pushback Army one. Yeah. You could get your own logo on there. All sorts of customization options with it. It's really neat.
Very, very neat.
Yeah.
Very handy crew. I mean, so they sent this. They have they have these bolt keepers. It's like a tackle box, man. But you can keep all your bolts on hand and extras. I was just riding Travis's board around it today, and I'm like, what's crunching? He's like, oh yeah, there's a bolt loose in there, and I didn't feel like moving it.
That's really cool.
But they got tire sealant too.
Oh,
so it's called Tire Witch. Kevlar infused premium tire sealant.
Okay.
Kills cuts and heals holes. I wonder if you can drink it.
No.
The age-old question.
Can you drink the sauce?
It's up on the screen as saying no, you cannot.
Oh man. This is really cool. So it comes with a tube, which is great. They give you a couple. They give you a what's the tire valve?
Oh, the valve
tire
stem
valve,
remover.
and then the covers. This stuff looks really awesome. I haven't tried any of this yet specifically, but it's got a nice little gray color. I hope it doesn't smell like farts.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Were you there at that?
I wasn't, but you told me about it.
When we were doing our vest conversions, we pop off the tire on Christian's board, and he had some old tire sealant in it, and it just smelled like, I don't know, it smelled like a
It
dog.
smelled like
Awful.
something died in it, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was bad. It was so bad.
So back to Chameleon Rails. They have a plethora of stuff. Now, I don't know how much of this stuff they're going to offer on their site or whatnot, but, I mean, there's some sick stuff. Look, check out this beanie, dude. Badass beanie that's got some embroidery. They got the freaking Eskimo hats. That's what I call them, at least.
I took the green one. It's awesome.
I saw. I was like, where the hell did the other one go? I'm like, Taylor must have
Oops. It was green. I had to. It almost matches the colors of our
does.
sweatshirts.
These badass backpacks. Check these things out. These little ride Decathlon is the actual maker of
I
them.
like this burgundy
Decathlon.
color. This
Dude.
is nice.
You can hear the sound of its amazingness.
Premium.
I'm definitely
It's
going to be
creamy.
putting my charger in there.
you said creamy?
I called it creamy.
Stay creamy.
It's a buttery bag.
Where's Mark 9?
What's that?
Where's Mark 9 on the beat?
Did you show them the coolest thing though?
I have not showed them the coolest thing.
Dude,
now, let
oh
me
my
save the
God.
coolest thing for last here. Let me open up the comments to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Floaty says just got both of my GTs back.
Yeah, let's go. Woo. Road Rash Cash, what up? And then, all right. And then Floaty said, haha, sounds like two songs at one. So this right here is by far my favorite thing that they send. I don't know if you guys can get these. This is custom for us. Like this sign over here, this is probably my first favorite thing, actually. I love the sign. It's really amazing. There's another sign that people can't see. When I change the camera angles up in here, there's an on-air sign on top of that mixer, which I really like. Then this one's going to be like right
Which is always on. I don't know.
We're always on air. I'm just saying. But this thing right here.
Bingo.
Freaking 6-pack bottle holder, man. This thing is crafted with care. Crafted by Chameleon Rails.
Sturdy.
You can get your bottles all wrapped up in it. You got the bottle opener on the side. It's ready to go.
That is
You
pretty
know we're going to be
nice.
carrying that thing around for Shredfest.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, and it's like if somebody, you know, like if somebody comes to jack your board instead of an iced tea slapping them, you got a freaking
That would
full metal
that
and
would
wood.
hurt pretty hard.
full metal jacket, man. I bet you would survive the hit and it wouldn't even break.
It probably
Oh,
would.
definitely.
We could test it.
Or let's just hope we don't get robbed or anything. So thank you to Chameleon Rails. I will say we're still in the dead of winter, so we haven't really like we're kind of starting to work on boards, doing a little stuff, doing some shop sessions and whatnot. But we'll be putting a bunch of that stuff on our boards. We'll be repping it at Oak City Shred Fest.
Oh yeah.
Some of the different events coming up. It's gonna be a killer year. But give these guys a follow. I asked him, he's not on Instagram yet, but they're on Facebook. You can search for Chameleon Rails. You can find them, and then get yourself some of these things. They're badass. I'm really curious to see how well they hold up.
That is what I was gonna say. My only hesitation of putting these rails on is I'm gonna fuck them up.
Yeah, I mean, like all rails get fucked up though, in design wise. But I mean, these
Right.
things can take a beating.
And
I
it looks
mean,
like too. Do they just snap on to the
Yeah,
rails?
I
That's
think
pretty
so.
cool.
so. Obviously, like they have the screw holes, which you'll need to like.
Oh, okay.
remove your
That's right. That's
screws.
right.
But beyond that, like pop your screws out, and just
Right.
right over top, and ready to go.
That's actually really cool because then you don't have to. If you do want to swap them out, you don't have to sit there for hours trying to peel
Right.
all that adhesive off. That oh my gosh.
I'd be curious too, like if they like after you have them on, if you would just send you fresh like graphics, like if you just get, you know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
obviously it's just a sticker graphic over top of it,
Right.
and then it's like, oh, I want to like just freshen it up, or if you just get a whole new set or what. I don't know. They're pretty badass though. So shout out to those dudes. Beyond that though, it's just another normal week, except for the fact that it is 20. So next week maybe we'll just party it up and give the stream like
Just all
big old
parties.
bottle of vodka and call it
Next Friday, I believe, is the 24th.
Yes.
That we
I don't know what
should
that means.
party it up. You know why we should party it up?
a day. What's that?
'Cause it's my birthday.
Oh,
Yes, my birthday's on the 24th.
happy birthday
Anytime
to you.
You're kind of early.
Oh yeah. Maybe next week I won't be sick and I won't sound like complete death.
I feel like the
dude,
happy
me
birthday
too.
song doesn't matter who it is. It never sounds good.
No, it never does.
That is the one song
Like-
that will never ever sound good.
It's because no one ever knows like what key to start out
Right.
in, and there's always like two people that are just about ready to start it, and they always start it in a different
Yep.
key, and then one gets chosen over the other, and then like by the second "Happy Birthday to US," it kind of sounds like it's in unison.
You guys did not grow up in choir.
No, I did grow up.
I
in
did
choir,
grow up.
actually.
Actually,
We're
Oh.
talking about the general people. Like you go to a normal birthday party
right.
that's not filled with choir people. Like there's one choir person, and I'm not starting the happy
No.
birthday. I'll let somebody else do that. So, just saying. Floaty says the sign is sick, and Chameleon Rails dude is super legit. Yes, I 100,000% agree with you. There's so many like aftermarket parts and different things that I love to support, especially the smaller guys of things like Elite Customs, One Wheel. He's a little hard to get a hold of every now and then, but those rails I have, the Venom rails that are on my board,
yeah.
like that's the cool, like they've stuck around so long. Like I never like the other ones that I got from Craft and Ride, like they're custom ones on my pint. Like you remember when I just peeled like the thing off, like after it sat for a little while. They don't seem to stick well. Now the design is still there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a pain in the ass to like peel.
That's one thing I love. I love all the designs. I rep the hoverboard ones on mine, my GT, but the plastic just comes off
It's
instantly. Almost like I put it on and probably after 2 or 3 wrecks, there was already a flint, like a little arm or a wing on the side of my rails.
it just doesn't really feel like protection to me, I guess. I don't know. Like it's cool to get a design on your board. Like don't get me wrong. And maybe some people don't like that extra width, but like when when the Elite Custom sent me those, I mean those things are like a 1/4 inch thick. You know what I mean? Like sick sided rails, and like I've beat the crap out of that board, and they've stayed on perfectly fine. They got that cool little reflective under it too. So like
Oh,
Venom's
that's nice.
tongue was like red, and then like on the white, like it was this little reflective coating that come back out.
That's really cool.
Badass.
That is really cool.
The style of boards is always interesting. Like, all right, you guys can tell me what you think. Like at the beginner of a one wheel rider's journey, like even if you're like a shredder, like to kind of like baby the board, like, oh damn, like I rolled it, I scratched it. Like,
I was that guy.
I was that for a little bit too. I had my little mint green pint that I loved, and then you took me trailing, and I was like, well, it's just not a thing anymore.
dude, the second you hear your board hit concrete for the first time, you're just like, oh, everything's broken.
Yeah,
like I must have just ruined this thing, and it's fine. And the next thing you know, you're just slapping it around like crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I remember the first time we were doing it at Travis's house, and he opened his shop. We're sliding, and I had fins on. I was getting really good at hopping with my fins, and like, I mean, I'm getting probably 2 feet of air, like just pulling up on the board, and then like we were doing slides and slapping around all this concrete and like these concrete blocks, and then all of a sudden my board starts going.
Oh no!
I was like, I don't know if it's supposed to be doing that or not. And apparently, I was so hard on it that like I fucked up the hall sensor, and had to get all that fixed. But that was the first time that I realized that like, okay, they do have limits.
Yeah,
the boards do have limits. They're not tanks, but it's definitely not where I first saw it. Like the first time I heard it roll on concrete, that pop, 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 pop. You're like, oh no,
yeah,
my board.
Well, like you watch people like Bodie and Footlife guys just bash these boards around like crazy. So when I watch that, I think, oh, these boards are built like tanks. They can take a beating. And then like
then you hear
you break it that one time.
Yeah, and it's like what you don't see behind them is they've got like 6 other boards.
Exactly. Like they're just constantly in rotation.
Which is why I am like so gentle with mine, because I only have one.
Yeah.
I only have one board. So I can't, if I screw it up, it's just broken until it's not.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we interviewed, and this is before like Vest stuff or anything. The first time we interviewed, I can't remember who we were interviewing. They were talking about like one of like the music video or not the skate video shoot type style things, and how like I think it was Max. We were talking through Max, and he had gone through like 4 boards for like a shoot, and like so you see them do all this stuff, but then they're like, oh yeah, well I got the backup one for that when that one's down during it, and like because they're whipping them around so hard. And I'm like, you need just a plethora of boards. Now, it seems to be like the Fokker has that a lot less, at least from accordance to like Hannes Schatzman, Vesk's man.
Yeah.
He talked about all these repairs he had to do with his FM board, and then after he went with the Fokker, that like no repairs in 6 months, and he's hitting the park doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So
I have no idea what the inside of an FM brain looks like, but I mean the Fokkers are squished in there. There's not a lot of wiggle room for anything, so I wonder if that's part of it.
I don't know.
It might be.
I just think it's, I would say, poor production.
I mean, yeah, that's probably.
That too.
But
Road Rash Cast said raw rails on my XR because no guards for varials. I don't know what that means. I mean, like doing varial, like what?
I don't know what.
I don't know
rail
what that
guards.
means. Floaty said he broke 2 Fokkers already. Oh, dang, Floaty. Well, of course, of all people who would be breaking a Fokker, it would be Floaty.
But at least it's a lot cheaper to get Fokker, like Fokker damages repaired.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it seems to be that way at least.
Right.
Which I also think like so if we look at the industry of things coming up, like I would say there's some larger needs right now. For one, boxes. Like controller boxes. Like there's really not a good controller box solution. I've seen a couple like really nice ones with like their small runs or there seems to be no real solution to the controller box itself. And then secondly are batteries. Like there's no one in the industry making batteries right now. There's Mario Contino and there's like Z battery solutions. And I think there might have been like one other guy that was starting to make batteries. I don't remember who that they were saying.
I'd argue it's not as important, but still very important is also lids. Because right now, the main lid provider is in somewhere overseas. And so everyone's got to wait weeks for them just sitting in customs.
It seems like it would be an easy thing to machine.
Right.
I don't know. I guess
there's one company in the U.S. I can't think of, it's Spider something, but like they are supposed to have lids, but apparently Whalecat was just looking the other day, and everything on the site is out of stock. So still we're stuck shipping overseas.
Yeah.
Just for a thin piece of metal.
We call it
But-
growing pains, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, with time, these
Oh,
things
definitely.
will work them up. Especially like, you know, like when you look at, we were looking at the updates of float wheels
Mhm.
production and like some of those boxes and like the stuff that he's going through in production. I could probably see like eventually people just building their Fokker solution with a float wheel, like,
Yeah.
because you can just buy the parts separately
Right.
from them. Robot Cash said varial rails. Gotcha. So that's why
Mm.
you're not using guards. And then Floaty said it's much easier to have a new unit sent out, but Makers PV has great support. Which
Yeah.
shout out to Makers PV, man. Those guys
Yeah.
are phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know we're trying to see if we can arrange to do an FM free build at Oak City Shred Fest.
Nice.
I really want to make it happen. So if we can get it, I think I got the battery figured out. I got the rails figured out. I think I have the hub figured out to get a Superflex.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just need the tires, some foot pads. I've got the foot pad sensor figured out. And yeah, basically we just need to assemble and like there'll be a couple things that we probably have to do in advance that are like a little more tuning.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
to do a live assembly and let people try it out. We'll see. I got to call and make sure that we can actually make it happen.
Mm.
That is exciting, though. That is cool. An FM free board, that's dope.
That will be. I mean, there's a few out there, but
There is Steve
Shoemaker. Yeah,
Shoemaker, yeah. He's got two basically.
yeah.
Or no, he's got one and then he took a GT and made it a 5.
That's right.
That's right.
Which that's pretty cool.
That's wild.
That's pretty freaking cool. Did you get a chance to see it live?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh yeah, because you went to that Cleveland event. didn't
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Is it rides nice?
I didn't ride it. I didn't get to
Oh,
ride
dang,
it, but I
okay.
saw it. It was wild.
Dang, man. What I'll be really interested to see is like what does Rewheel unlock like when you can up the speed variants on the GT.
Mhm.
Like if you really notice some like big differences. I want to know who's going to be brave enough to test it.
Matt will be tire sire.
Yeah.
He'll throw his body at it.
Matt
Oh,
will
yeah.
throw his body at it for sure. We could probably get Ori too. I don't know.
Launch
Ori's-
himself into another pile of pallets.
Ori's getting up there. He's starting to say no to more things. And like just,
We gotta get him like a full crash dummy suit.
yeah, we need a crash dummy
Yeah.
suit for Ori. We need Ori's prodigy. We need like a younger kid who hasn't put a bunch of splinters through his hand. Ah.
Or he's
So-
like, man, I'm getting older. I don't know if I should.
I totally forgot. We told this off air. So like today we were doing some slides in the shop, over at the Flight Fin shop, and Ori is riding, and he's there was like a stack of 3 pallets, and the 3 pallets are sitting over here, and then there was what are they called? The grawl jumps.
Yep.
There's like a 14-inch grawl jump, and they were going up, and so they were riding up, going off the pallets, and then dropping off at like a big box. We're like, oh, we should probably like actually make a real box, but just kept on fucking around on him. And like Ori goes up and does like a 180 on the graw, and was like gonna come back in on it, and like slips out and like falls into the pallet. You hear the pallet like crack and whatnot. He's like, oh yeah, like I'm good, whatever. Gets up. I think he's like, oh, I got a splinter in my hand. And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, oh no. We're like, what? And we come over, and Ori has like a splinter that's like 1.5 inches that protruded from one side of his hand to the other side. Like the splinter is sticking out of the other side of his hand. And I'm like, that's no splinter.
It was
That's a dagger.
disgusting. Oh my god! I mean, that thing was easily like an inch and a half long.
Oh,
That was
my God.
so bad. Like, so we got like pull over, and like Travis comes over, we get some pliers and like kind of hold his hand open and like pull it out with pliers.
I don't know what's
know.
like. I don't know what's more disgusting, the 1.5 inch dagger or pulling it out with pliers. That's
my
like
god!
both of those just made me be like,
It was awful.
Just threw some isopropyl alcohol on. It's good. Like,
oh.
it'll be fine. It'll heal itself, I'm sure.
Just makes my stomach churn thinking about it.
I like you remember it
I
being
know,
cold, and
it's-
you're like, oh gosh. The one wheel Hall of Meat. Like we should.
All of me.
I should have pulled out my phone and filmed it. I'm just saying.
That was the
Like,
thing. I think we were all just like, who's gonna film it? Who's gonna film it? And we all just kind of were too.
I'm over here
too in
knocking
awe.
people over, but I'm like on my one wheel, like what? I want to see what happened.
Yeah, I don't think any of us could sacrifice watching it through a screen. We all
was-
needed the real,
It was
the real life.
bad. Oh, so bad. Anyways, I'm looking over here. So Taylor, if you go pull your screen up, people
Yeah.
can see behind you. We have this badass pushback jersey that's hanging. sitting over there. It's by our big old Pushback banner. There's a jersey. That jersey
zoom in on that.
is from the Float Tucky Trail Derby, and they the Float Tucky Trail Derby. I forget how many different places there are. There's like 6 or 7 locations, and they do like these time trails, and so we're a sponsor of them. And this year's jerseys are so badass.
Really?
They're like this like neon green. You guys got to check them out. I just look up Float Tucky Trail Derby. Here, let me see if I can pull it up real quick,
Okay.
actually. They do all of these. Hold on, let me go up here. I can just pull up this. It probably won't show very well on the screen. We need to figure out a solution. So it's like I can make you like the Jamie of Joe Rogan, and I'm like, Jamie, can you pull that up? Can you pull that image up?
Yeah.
We need to have that happen. But let me show you the jersey. So like they're these. See if we can click them. Check these out.
Ooh.
It's like this lime green and black.
That's hot.
Ooh.
And they have these hoodies. Look at these
Ooh, those are extra
badass
spicy.
hoodies. And if you zoom in, look at that new logo hanging out on
Hey.
it. We got the new OG Pushback.
Nice.
We've got some really cool new merch. I was showing some of these guys. We got some denim jackets coming out.
Well, I don't think I saw these.
You didn't see the denim?
It's
No.
pretty
Oh,
rad.
I didn't see this, but I need it.
So we've got some new merch coming out, new Pushback stuff. We're doing a little bit of rebuild on some different website stuff, but we've got some really kick-ass merch coming out, some new stuff. Some of the retro collection, I'm kind of revisiting that and getting through. So you guys will enjoy it. I'm very excited. We've got collabs coming back out. Actually, I really want to push people to get the Floaty McFly collection.
Oh yeah,
So sick, like the
dude, I
patches.
love that design.
The
little
DJ
like,
McFly?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little skeleton like it's the like skeleton riding the board, right?
Yep.
Okay,
he's-
nice.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
DJ. So like, if people don't know, like Floaty plays music, and he's a badass producer. And so I made him a patch. Like I was like, oh, I want to like reference this. I'm a musician, like, and so we made a DJ McFly patch, is what I call it.
Nice.
And I wrote the most hilarious description for it. That here, I'll read it on air. It'll be fun. Let's go here. Oh, there's that sound. You like that?
Oh, from your phone.
Floaty doesn't have one.
Floaty doesn't have a patch?
He says, I still need one of those.
Dang it! Do you need the patch or do you need the hoodie? I swear to God, I sent you I sent you one of the patches. Oh, sick! Floaty's gonna play at Shredfest, bro.
Oh,
we gotta jam it out.
nice.
You know, it'd be really fun actually. We could bring a mic and then I could have him drop that and we could play Feel the Stoke.
You're the one that told me not to tell anybody that you could, because you didn't want to perform.
Shh. Introducing the DJ McFly patch, a mystical Velcro emblem that pays homage to the legendary one-wheel rider Floaty McFly, known for his gravity-defying stunts and supernatural riding skills. Floaty McFly has become a symbol of inspiration for one-wheel enthusiasts across the globe. The awe-inspiring patch is crafted with the utmost precision, embroidered with the essence of Floaty McFly's incredible prowess. When worn on your gear, the DJ McFly patch is said to bestow superhuman riding skills upon its bearer, elevating your one-wheel experience to the new unimaginable heights. I'm just saying, if
You
you
got
wear
me
the
sold.
DJ McFly patch, you never know.
Bro, I'm like double like gonna be awesome then, because I got the Floaty patch and I got the Saint Bodhi coin.
Ooh.
You got St. Bodhi's coin and a DJ
Dude,
McFly
I'm
patch.
gonna have to start like slipping this in somewhere when I want to start doing like some more stunts.
Double blessing.
Yeah.
You were like immune to nosedives.
You gotta drill like a small hole in the Bodhi coin and make a necklace,
Out of it. I feel like that's blasphemy. I feel like I have to just let it as it is. I don't know if I can.
Maybe they make a little coin holder for a necklace. You don't have to.
Oh, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. I could do it like that.
If
Yeah,
not,
either
new
that-
product.
Just
Whose
drill it right
phone
there.
is next
I
to
don't
the
know.
wire.
It might just be. I don't know.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Could just be like coming through my body. I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know. Who knows? Floaty, dude, I'm going to bring some patches with us this year for sure to Oak City. The hoodies and everything. So like if anyone doesn't know, we live in the 21st century and it's hard to keep stock of things. And it costs a lot of money to like purchase a shit ton of shirts and all that just out the bat. So we do this fancy thing called drop shipping where we make the product, we vet the product, and you buy the product, and the product is made when you order it. And then the product gets sent to you. So then it's just kind of a lifetime thing, and then you use a different factory to do that process. So when an order comes through, they just add it into all their other orders and print what they need on your shirt. So that's the only reason, Floaty, that I haven't sent you one directly, but I will get one ordered for you specifically. Chef's kiss. This is what 20 looks like for us. 20 is just that, episode 20. You just
Join us next week when we drink our problems away.
Oh my God.
We'll get back to it towards the the agendas and whatnot. We've got some good things coming along because we got Nick Popo with us.
We got the man, the myth, the legend. I love it when they call me.
Dude, can we do a magic segment?
Oh my God.
Right now?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
Can we let's just have a
He's like, don't put me on the spot.
I was like, I could try to come up with something.
Can you refill my bag of chips?
Close your eyes.
Wow, look, there's more chips in my bag.
I just throw another thing of chips in his face.
Yeah, right. No, I can arrange for something.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Next week.
Oh
maybe?
yeah, I can tell you because maybe next week, maybe the week after. I don't know when it's going to happen, but we're gonna revisit. For anyone who's followed the podcast since we started, not crazy long ago. It was like a year, 21.
Seems like a long time ago.
It was technically founded in 21, but basically 22 because it was December of 2021.
Yeah.
So we've been around basically a year, little past a year. But if you followed it, the original couch vibes that we had, people loved it. We had a couch. We sat with a coffee table, hung out right in front.
It was pretty chill.
And guess who's going to put a couch in the studio?
You.
This guy. We're going to go back to couch vibes. I like the table. It's cool. But I miss the couch vibes. You just relax, you chill, hold the microphone, come hang out with people.
It's a different vibe.
Very much. Just more relaxed, come hang out. We can set some boards in front of us. We can change up the camera angles a little bit. I don't know. I'm just getting bored of this setup, and I want to change some things up. I want to switch it up a little bit, do a complete overhaul, and we can show you guys all of our fancy Nerf guns maybe, and show you the on-air sign. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we're going to go back to the couch vibes. It'll be fun. It's a big couch, too. Is
it a big comfy couch?
It's a big-ass comfy couch.
A big-ass comfy couch.
It was, it's the couch that's in my house right now.
Oh.
My big old sectional that we took our nice sectional and moved it because we have kids, and kids spill on everything. So it is a very big, nice, broken-in couch, that kids could spill things on. So if you spill something on it, I'm not going to, yell at you, so
Noted.
Noted.
He'll only slap you once.
It's a couch that we bought that it's got the burn hole from the pot heads from had it before, and we got all the pot smells out of it finally.
Oh man!
But it's one of those really well have you ever been to a recording studio?
Yeah.
Where they have that broken in couch?
Yep.
That's what this couch is. But we have new couches coming into our house, and so we're gonna get the old one. I was like, I'm taking that to the studio for sure.
Dude, finally a place I can sleep in. I mean.
So Nick, you want a job? No. I'm just
kidding. Whoa, chill.
But that's it. Wow, it's 3:32, and I'm pretty much out of things to talk about for today.
It's I think it's the weather and the sicknesses that we've. Well, I caught the crud. You've had the crud. Oh, dude, I've got it. Last night was not good.
Stay away from me.
I know. Right?
I got a perfectly healthy immune system right now.
I don't even know if mine is a sickness at the point. I think it's just that sinus infection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just gonna stick with me. It always does at this time of year, and it's 3 weeks, 4 weeks of this shit.
Dude, so this is the first time I've ever agreed with my girlfriend to not come over because she's like, yeah, I'm doing blah 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 subbing for these people that 5 of them have strep.
Oh,
and
gosh.
I was like, don't come over.
Didn't you just get strep?
I just got it. Just got over it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we're going to do FaceTime dates this weekend. As much as I don't want to do that, that's what we're going to do.
Strep sucks.
Dude, oh my gosh, when I got strep, 102.9 fever.
Oh, yeah, been there.
Yeah, it was awful. I have been way sicker, but I still thought I was gonna die. It was a
Oh
good time.
yeah.
It's bad. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of how it is around here, and it's just a sad winter for us Ohioans. Hopefully by next year, we got some things in the works. We're gonna have some good riding spots.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Some really good
Yes.
indoor riding spots
Indoor
for indoor content.
That-
and some outdoor content.
That
Lots
is-
of outdoor content. Actually.
That is
Yes.
friendly for one wheels. That's the important thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And let me put
Very
it to
one-wheel
you
friendly.
this way: if you have a Vesk, get the tilt remote. I'm actually going to. I'm gonna pop that thing back
We're
up and get the
definitely-
tilt remote.
Well, the thing is too, like we're gonna make sure that if this space when we get in this space, we got this
Yeah,
tilt
don't say
remote.
if, it's when. This is gonna happen.
When we get into space, I think we're gonna do some reconfiguration to make some things more mellow.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put some ramps in there. There's I think we're gonna leave an outdoor area that's like a street skating setup. You
Yeah.
know, so a lot more like rails that you can kind of try to slide or get some curbs in there. Just some smaller stuff. That way we have some more beginner friendly things.
Definitely.
Because there's definitely some things that are like expert tier
Mm-hmm.
and like it's cool.
Nico tier.
Yeah.
No, beyond Nico tier. I mean,
Oh.
there's a lot of things there right now that ain't nobody gonna be using.
Even on the outside,
Now, on the outside is actually, I think the outside setup is much more like
because we didn't get to
skating setup.
look at it, but from the inside, the outside looked a lot more packed with features.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
much more street friendly.
Yeah.
We'll call it.
Yeah.
Inside, very much, I would say like BMX friendly.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
freaking like 20-foot walls and stuff. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be really interesting to see. I don't want to say too many things, but Pushback Palooza might be a thing here pretty soon.
Ooh.
I don't know. If anyone wants to come to Pushback Palooza,
Is there gonna be a pool?
There might be a pool.
There might be
Okay.
a pool.
Might be a pool. Might be trails. I don't
Might
know.
be a huge slide.
Might
who
be a
knows?
lake.
Might be a lake.
I don't know.
yeah.
See,
Is there a lake?
there's like a tiny. There's like
Oh,
a
okay.
tiny, they're also like two. Like there's like close, like 3
Oh,
miles
gotcha,
from it.
gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tracking. Yeah, it would be a good time.
For the 7 of you hanging out right now, you're hearing some top secret news. So
Yeah, y'all better be holding the security clearance, or I'm coming for you.
I will kill you.
I'll wipe
You
your
done
mind.
anything different with your Fokker sense?
Have I done anything different with my Fokker sense? I've been playing around with the tunes and just like it needs to stay nice so I can actually take it out and do something with it.
Mhm.
I've got like a tune set up that I think would be good for trailing, but obviously I can't do that right now. And then I've got like my flow setting that I use. Mission, sorry. But other than that, like it's too gross outside to really do anything.
Yeah, I agree. It's nasty. I think. Well, we'll see if we can get some edits on here really soon because I think Nick's going to be helping us out with some editing and whatnot. But we've got a video with Nico coming out talking about the actual proper way to set up your IMU. Were you there?
I
that
was
day?
in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got that video coming out. We got a re-wheel video coming out. We have a lot of videos we've been filming content for. We got to get it into the editing room next.
The intro to the Rewheel video.
Oh, that was fun.
It was
Oh,
so much
yeah.
fun. I'm so excited to put that together.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is gonna be
That'd
dope.
be sick. There's a lot of really fun things we're trying to do. We're trying to bring more content to the people, but like we got fucking jobs.
We
to
have
do.
day jobs, okay?
Just take the float life. Like, what do you think? Like,
Yeah.
do we just ride one wheels all day?
Don't try, I would if I could.
Yeah,
But
that'd be great. Actually,
yeah.
go to the pushbackarmy.com and send us donations, please.
Yeah.
Just
So-
buy a bunch of merch. No.
Buy all the swag, and you're good to go. Yeah, that's a general piece of it. We got more interviews coming up as well. We're gonna be we're working on getting an interview with Cricket.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that video. Did you guys watch it?
Bro, that video was fire.
That
His
my
nose drags
oh
were the
my
craziest
gosh.
things ever.
My jaw. I sent him this after I saw the video. I'm like, my jaw was on the floor watching that the whole time. I don't think I closed my mouth. It was just banger
Flies
after
came
banger
in, made
after
babies, and left.
banger.
Like,
Yeah, and he's doing it all on a stock board.
I know. The stock board is what gets me. Actually, if anything, I want to see the video for this. That image of him doing the wall ride. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where he's like up in he's up in the air on the freaking wall, like stall. Like that is
from the little spotlight video that we posted.
No, like this is like image of the year for me so far with One Wheel. Let me come here and pull it up, and I'll see if we can see it up on screen or not. Look at this. Look at this shot.
Oh, damn.
Like I can try to put this up here and close, but
it's not very.
So if you go to Instagram and you go to either Wheel Life Cricket, WHEEL Life Cricket, CRICKET, or you search for Float Addict, because this last post was there. It looks like Electric Bigfoot took the shot, did a wall ride, and I mean, it's like one of the steeziest shots.
Yeah. I was talking, it's just a thumbnail.
Oh,
but
yeah,
that
yeah.
one, dude, that clip was crazy.
Same concept. There we go. Let's get our RFs.
Thank you.
There we go.
Ooh, that's nice. We're making music there. Sounds like some like 8-bit
Yeah, right?
music.
Let's make a new track.
Oh God.
Drop the beat. All right. That is such a sick image. So if you haven't seen that image, like that's like shot of the year that I've seen so far for one wheel riding stuff. I don't know what it is now, man. Like apparently I need to go get some RF rated cables for 5G is taking over us. That's the problem, actually. It's,
5G.
It's all the 5G and wireless. It's taking over our brains.
The super short wavelength that won't penetrate through the dungeon. 5G.
It's all down here, and I'm saying, bro. That's 5G's all over right here.
Oh, okay.
And we have a wood ceiling where all that 5G's coming down from here.
Oh yeah.
5G's from our phone. Like,
should I get one of those hats that protects you from 5G?
probably should actually.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know. Just saying, bro.
RF signals. Oh man, I have a story for you guys later.
Oh man. All right. But that's like the shot of the year for me.
Yeah.
So we are working on getting an interview with him.
That's cool.
We've got Uform Pads actually is going to be partnering up with us. Check these. So if you guys haven't checked out Uform Pads yet, they're going to be coming on for an interview. They're going to be at the same booth as us, as Pushback Army for Oak City. I think he's going to bring an oven and do some like real-time molding.
He's got the oven, and then he has another like a hot plate inside of an insulated kind of container.
Yeah.
So we got two different methods for it.
Dude, so they're moldable hip pads, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have them, like you've gone through the experiment.
Yeah,
so
I helped kind of like beta test both the hip pad and the new tail pad that he just released.
Okay.
And they're beyond comfortable. I mean, you slide that in and you forget it's there. Genuinely, this isn't a sales pitch. I put the hip pad in one morning just on my way to work because, might as well. It's easy. Takes 10 seconds. And I wore it throughout the rest of the day. Completely forgot it was there. Went to put my hip pad back on and forgot I didn't take it out. So I genuinely forgot that I was wearing it. So,
dude, that's really, really cool. Cause like I had a set of 888 butt pad savers. Like I bought a set from them and I put them on and I just immediately felt restricted.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll just follow my ass. That's fine. Like I don't really, I can't wear anything that makes me feel too restricted.
Yeah.
I even went, I decided, and I only went with this, like, not a big fan of helmets. Just restriction wise, like I just don't like the way it is. But Nico made the suggestion to get a Fox Pro frame, which is like the full face. He's like, honestly, you forget it's there. And so I got one.
Yeah.
And I put it on. I was riding around yesterday while it was nice and like 50 degrees around here. It's so light.
Right.
I forgot the thing was on my head. I'm like, we're riding around. Like, you could feel the airflow coming through on it. Like, that is the way to go.
But then at the same time, not only is it, lightweight, like very hidden, it's also actually really protective. I mean, I've taken a number of spills. I mean, your lead hip is where you're going to be hitting the most, especially on a one wheel. So I've taken a fair share of my own spills, and it definitely absorbs a lot of the impact.
Is it kind of like the pads that are in the tack jacket?
Yeah, it's kind of a similar the thin foam pad, but there's a another layer of plastic on the center or in the center that allows for the forming aspect of it. So you can throw it in the oven, heat it up, and then mold it to your hip or your tail or wherever the pads go next. But that's really, and it also only takes about 5 minutes to do the actual molding process.
That's
so
stellar.
it's quick, easy, pull it in and out in 10 seconds. You don't even have to take your pants off. Just unbutton them. I mean, if you want to.
Okay.
By all means, take your pants off.
Good.
But you don't have to take your pants off, so you can do it. You know, you get to show up to the group ride, unbutton your pants a little bit, slide that right in your hip,
set to
you're
go.
ready to go.
It'd be cool. You know the Protect One pads, for the glove, like little pucks. It'd be cool if he made some like form fitting to the wrists.
Oh, yeah, that would be neat.
Spots. Just that way, like you could like have it set where it would almost have some wrist protection to it. You know what I mean? Like I love the
but with it being foam too, you could
that's
move
what I'm
a little
saying.
bit
Like
better.
just have a little bit of flex.
You listening, Derek?
He probably is.
I know like the hardcore plastic ones, like they're really good for that protection. You're gonna take a good blunt like force to that. But there's sometimes I'm just doing casual riding that I'm like, I just want a little bit of protection, but I want to be able to move around. I don't want like stiff hand. Like there's a time when I'm riding, I'm going crazy, and I'm gonna go full suit and put on the function gear, like hard ones. And there's other times that I just throw on like the fingerless Protect One gloves with like the little pucks. I love those, and but they have like a little leather pad that's there. It'd be cool if you just had some form fitting ones.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I don't know.
He also has they're more of just a kind of a easy product to make, somewhat of a giveaway throwaway thing, but he has the pocket pads as well. Essentially, it's just a pad that you stuff in your back pocket, and they actually sit just below the tail pad. So if you wanted a little bit of extra protection on the back of your leg, you can get that as well.
So if you're practicing slides and you know that you're about to eat concrete.
And again, it's as easy as throwing it in your back pocket. It just feels like you have your wallet in the back. So
that's killer. I'm interested. I think
he's got a lot of we've been talking a little bit back and forth on some ideas that he's got, and U-Form's definitely about to take off. If you haven't heard of it now, go check it out because you will not regret it.
Honestly, U-Form. I'm excited for us to get our stuff. I know I got sets for Taylor, I got sets for me, and I got sets for Christian on the way. So
nice.
I did not know that.
Happy birthday!
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. We're gonna get some U-Form pads set up. I got some merch on the way too.
And the merch is cool.
Dude,
like
it's
this
hella
blue. Cool. Ooh, it's so nice.
Is that the hoodie?
Yeah, this is the hoodie.
Is it the light one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the lightweight hoodies. So I like these especially for the summer because you can still wear that hoodie, but you're not gonna sweat your balls off. Like it's really comfortable.
Nice.
I like it.
Bro, we ought to get some lightweight hoodies.
We could definitely make some. I'm sure we could.
Definitely get some lightweight hoodies.
At this point, I think I just want to buy a screen printing unit for down here for like little one-offs and shit.
Dude, we could do that.
Probably could. I don't know. It's probably not that much. I don't know. I don't know nothing about screen
We'll just do
printing.
it mechanically. We'll just get like the old-fashioned one. We gotta like clean the screen print off and like.
That's
I've done that before.
That's screen printing.
Let's do it.
Like OG.
I'm in. Let's go. We'll get some puff paint.
Because DTG, if we went digital to garment, we would that's like a $6,000 printer.
Yeah, no, this is probably like $150.
I'm kind of down for that. You just like any random design you think of, you like throw it in Photoshop and then you just print off a shirt.
That would be pretty cool.
I could have so many one-off shirts. So many things would be so against printing because there would be so many things that are copyright off of it.
But we made it, so it would be fine.
It'd be fine. Yeah, we didn't sell it.
We just put it on our own bodies. Yeah.
This is where people are like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" Like, sorry, it's the only one.
I pulled it out of the trash. I don't know.
I think it's a wrap. It's 3:47. We're gonna kill this off at 50 minutes here. Not a whole lot going. Holy crap! There's 13 people hanging out with us.
I know. Okay,
lucky number
listen,
13.
Friends, I need you to tell us when you want us to come on because it seems like towards the end of our stream we jump. We went from 7 to 14 people
I know,
in like
it's crazy.
a matter of seconds.
I think some of that too becomes like all right, I fully admit we've done a very bad job at like notifying people on Instagram and social media and all that. Like we just set a time when we kind of go live. There's no notification. We do 0 stories. We do 0 like anything promoting the show coming up. We do none of that. So like I can't expect people to come to the party when I didn't send them an invite.
The one thing I have started doing though is I even did it today. I scheduled it, and
So
then,
it comes up on
and
YouTube.
then it shows up on YouTube as it's like a premiere starting
Okay.
in the next amount of time.
That's a way. That's
Well,
one strategy.
People can get notified if they press the notification button on YouTube. Then
This is
they will get a
true.
notification every time we go live.
Do you have a notification button? Does anyone else have that?
There should be.
Are you getting
There
notified for
should be.
Pushback?
Yeah, you should be doing
I'm
that.
not that guy. I'm not gonna say,
Yep.
hey, like and subscribe
So-
and hit the notification bell.
I am that
Right
guy.
there,
Like and
folks.
subscribe and hit that notification button.
Hit that notification bell. It's right there.
This is why I have these guys
Right?
here.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
I am that guy.
These are them guys.
These are them guys.
Seriously though, if you support us, like, come on, like, listen to the show or something. I don't know, like, or don't. That's fine.
don't care.
I'll be here either way. I'm buying
No,
I'm
please
putting a
listen.
freaking couch down here just so I can
Please
chill.
listen to the show.
Please.
We put a lot of work into this.
Or don't.
No,
That's
stop
it's
it.
cool.
No, listen.
I don't listen to the show.
Say it again.
If you listen to the show, then listen to the show. Floaty McFly listens to the show. He gets notified every time.
Booyah.
Thank you, Floaty.
Yeah, because Floaty's
He's a real
G.
one.
Yeah,
Floaty,
he's a real one.
Floaty is a legend. Floaty,
He's got that notification bell turned on, and so should you.
This is, I almost feel like we have to take this segment right here and put it at the end of all of our videos, like the end,
Yeah.
like when they tell you to like and subscribe.
Right.
Like we'll just take this loop right here and throw that on the end of all of our videos moving forward.
Oh my god.
This is it.
I
Like,
like it.
subscribe,
Yeah.
or don't.
Or do.
We'd
Stop
appreciate
trying
it.
to sabotage us.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Booyah.